and welcome back to Mika Reacts and Reviews, your react and review to things on the internet. And today I have a special video. Well, no, it's not special. I mean, depends on who you think of the guy. This is a new type of video that I'm doing because, as you know, I've mentioned that I don't want to just do music videos on this channel. I want to do other videos. So I thought I would react to our boy George Carlin, some would say the greatest comedian of all time. Rest in peace. This title of this video is called Life is Worth Losing, Dumb Americans. Is George Carlin not patriotic? This has well over 15 million views and over 300,000 likes and only 11,000 dislikes. Let's get right into it.
But say what you want about America, land of the free, home of the brave. We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country. Dumbass motherfuckers, you know? Yeah.
Yes, we do. And the collective IQ level is like steadily declining. Let's continue.
Now, obviously, that doesn't include this audience. I understand that. You seem intelligent and perceptive, but the rest of them, holy jumping fucking shitballs. Dumber than a second coat of paint.
Can I say this is from 2005? So this is one of his later videos that he did, his latest later stand-up comedies. Let's continue.
And this ain't just ranting and raving. This ain't just blowing off steam. I got a little evidence to support my claim. It just seems to me that only a really low IQ population could have taken this beautiful continent, this magnificent American landscape that we inherited. Well, actually, we stole it from the Mexicans and the Indians, but hey, it was nice when we stole it. It looked pretty good. It was pristine. Paradise. Have you seen it lately? Have you taken a good look at it lately? It's fucking embarrassing.
Some people would say stole. Some people would say conquer. Stole, conquer. Tomato, tomato. No.
Embarrassing. Only a nation of unenlightened half-wits could have taken this beautiful place and turned it into what it is today, a shopping mall. A big fucking shopping mall. You know that? That's all you got. That's all you've got here, folks.
You gotta love consumerism. Consumerism makes the world go round, right? Right? Am I right? No, let's continue.
Mile after mile of mall after mall. Many, many malls. Major malls and mini malls. They put the mini malls in between the major malls. And in between the mini malls, they put the mini marts. And in between the mini marts, you got the car lots, gas stations, muffler shops, laundromats, cheap hotels, fast food joints, strip clubs, and dirty bookstores. America the Beautiful. One big transcontinental commercial cesspool.
He got big cities down right. That is exactly how they are. In between, you have some neighborhoods, most, here and there, but like, yeah, downright to the T, George Carlin.
Cool. And how do the people feel about all this? How do the people feel about living in a coast-to-coast shopping mall? Well, they think it's just fucking dandy. They think it is cool as can be because Americans love the mall. They love the mall. That's where they get to satisfy their two most prominent addictions at the same time: shopping and eating. Millions of semi-conscious Americans, day after day, shuffling through the malls, shopping and eating, especially eating. Americans love to eat. They are fatally attracted.
Like fucking zombies. Have you gone to the mall? This is zombies, like just walking around. What can I buy? What can I eat? I hate malls. I hate them. They're no, you need something. Go to a boutique. Go to a little independent, self-owned place. Like malls, I go there if I have to. If I cannot find what I need anywhere else. Especially since I left the States, I do not do malls.
Attracted to the slow death of fast food. Hot dogs, corn dogs, triple bacon cheeseburgers, deep fried butter dipped in pork fat and cheese whiz, mayonnaise soaked barbecued mozzarella patty melts. Americans will eat anything. If you were selling sauteed raccoons' assholes on a stick, Americans would buy them and eat them, especially if you dipped them in butter and put a little salsa on them. This country is big.
George Carlin, you can't be talking about the obesity problem in the States. Have you not heard of fat acceptance or body positivity? It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Salsa on them. This country is big time, pig time. Forget the bald eagle.
Anything with cheese. Anything with cheese. Anything fried with cheese. Americans are gonna eat.
Forget the bald eagle. You know what the national emblem of this country ought to be? A big bowl of macaroni and cheese. A big bowl, because everything in this country is king's
Only baked macaroni that my mom and my grandma would make.
macaroni and cheese. A big bowl, because everything in this country is king size. King size, extra large, and super jumbo. Especially the fucking people.
Yes! Oh my god. Did you know, like in a lot of fast food places, the small is really no different in prices as the jumbo size? Or in some places, this happened to me once where I went and got a small iced tea and it was more expensive than the jumbo size. Crazy. And then so many times where I've gone to, like, I went to an ice cream parlor and I was like, can I get a small, I think it was giving me a child-sized ice cream, and I was like, can you just stop it at the rim of the cone and not pile it on? And he looked at me like he was so confused, like, why would you want less ice cream? And he was like, you know you're gonna have to pay the same amount of money, right? And I was like, no, that's fine. And so he made me the ice cream, and it is exactly what I told him not to do, and filled it all the way up, like all the way up. And then I went to the trash can and just knocked the excess off and ate the rest, because I was like, why do we need so much of everything? Especially again when you get out of the States and you realize how oversized our proportions are. But George Carlin is skating on dangerous territory there. Like, those body positivity movement is all the whole 11,000 dislikes he's got.
Have you seen some of the people in this country? Have you taken a good look at some of these big fat motherfuckers walking around? Big fat motherfuckers. Oh my God. Huge piles of redundant protoplasm lumbering through the malls like a fleet of interstate buses. The people in this country are immense, massive bellies, monstrous.
Especially if you go to Walmart. But like, no, me and my friends in LA, I know LA is a cesspool within itself, but when I used to work on Venice Beach, and we used to play a game and to guess who was from the Midwest and who was from LA. And if they were fat, it was like they're not from LA, because if they were from LA and they were fat, they would cover that fat up. And the fact that got their tummies all out, they're from the Midwest, because they don't realize how big they are, because everyone around them is just as big as they are. All right, let's continue.
Guys and big fat fucking asses. And if you stand there for a minute and you look at one of them, you begin to wonder, how does this woman take a shit? How does she shit?
Oh my God, I've thought that. I've literally thought that before. Oh my God, not to get too graphic, but you're just like, do they like take each ass cheek and like spread it? Like, I've thought, you've thought about that before. I actually follow someone, I'm not going to mention this person's name, but like, she's very like fat positivity and all that stuff, which is fine, whatever. And she's really big into wearing swimsuits everywhere she go to prove that she loves her body. And her thighs literally close all the way down to her knees. Like, her thighs are like overlapping all the way down to her knees. So only thing I can think of when I see her in a swimsuit is like, I can see the extension of her vagina, because it just looks like a giant vagina. I'm just saying. Let's continue. I hope that wasn't TMI.
And even more frightening, how does she wipe her ass? Can she even locate her asshole? She must require assistance. Are paramedics trained in this field? And standing right next to her, of course, with a plate full of nachos and a mouthful of pie, is her clueless fucking husband, Joe Sixpack. With his monstrous swollen beer belly hanging dangerously out over his belt buckle, this guy ain't seen his dick since the Nixon administration. And if you stand there and you look at the two of them, you begin to wonder to yourself.
You know, your stomach, your thigh, your buttocks area is the most dangerous places to hold fat. And some of those people have those big ass bellies that are crushing their organs, but health at every size.
Do these people fuck? Is this man actually capable of fucking this woman?
Next.
It doesn't seem structurally possible that these two people could achieve penetration.
We've all thought about it.
Maybe they're in that Cirque du Soleil or something. Telling you, the people in this country are every one.
It's like somebody gotta lift their belly and someone has to lift another fat flap and another person has to like they gotta like contort that shit to get it in, right?
One of them is 50 pounds overweight. They are gargantuan. And in the summertime, God help us, in the summertime, they all want to wear short pants. Jesus, Lord, protector of all that is good and holy, deliver me from fat people in short pants. They all got short pants, big bellies, fat thighs, and dumb kids.
Yoga
short
leggings.
pants, big bellies, fat thighs, and dumb kids. Every one of them's got 2 dumb-ass kids with them. And the whole family is wearing T-shirts, and every one of them's got the same T-shirt. I'm with stupid. Apparently in this country, the stupids are an extended family. And besides wearing them T-shirts, every one of the families got on a backpack.
Stupid.
They got a backpack strapped to their back so they can carry around lots of stupid shit. And the reason they got to carry their stupid shit strapped to their backs is because their hands must remain free at all times to hold food. And to get that food up to the mouth where it gets shoveled in with all the rest of the disgusting shit they ate that day. And another reason for the backpacks is these people are going to buy even more stupid shit. They ain't got enough stupid shit at home. They just had a stupid shit sale. They ain't going to buy more. They're going to go out in the parking lot and stuff this stuff into the big, fat, ugly, oversized SUV that's got plenty of room in it. Plenty of room in it for stupid shit and lots of room left over for these big, fat, ugly motherfuckers to get them home. Stopping, of course, for jelly roll and fried dough. These people are efficient, professional, compulsive consumers. It's their civic duty. Consumption. It's the new national pastime. Fuck baseball. It's consumption. The only true, lasting American value that's left, buying things. Buying things. People spending money they don't have on things they don't need. Money they don't have on things they don't need. So they can max out their credit cards and spend the rest of their lives paying 18% interest on something that costs $12.50. And they didn't like it when they got it home anyway. Not too bright, folks. Not too fucking bright. But if you talk to one of them about
that is so stupid, guys. Stop attaching yourself to these financial obligations that you can never get out of. Like, stop shackling yourself to that shit. Like, pay cash when you can. I was always taught that. Pay cash every time you can. Pay cash. Or your debit card. Like, your debit card is basically paying cash. Don't be putting all this shit on credit.
this. If you isolate one of them, you sit them down rationally, you talk to them about the low IQs and the dumb behavior and the bad decisions, right away they start talking about education. That's the big answer to everything. Education. They said we need more money for education. We need more books, more teachers, more classrooms, more schools. We need more testing for the kids. You say to them, well, you know, we've tried all of that and the kids still can't pass the test. He says, don't you worry about that. We're going to lower the passing grades. And that's what they do in a lot of these schools now. They lower the passing grades so more kids can pass. More kids pass, the school looks good, everybody's happy, the IQ of the country slips another 2 or 3 points, and pretty soon all you'll need to get into college is a fucking pencil. Got a pencil? Get the fuck in there, it's physics. Then everyone wonders why 17 other countries graduate.
That's very true. That's very true. It is. They just push people through schools these days, and because you know what? One of the reasons why they do that, because of social justice. People start saying like, "Oh, well, you're racist," or "You don't understand that these kids come from a different culture. They don't understand the language on the test." Which, in some parts, I agree with, but they didn't want to keep getting accused of that, so they just start pushing people through the grades instead of failing them. Like I had a really rough childhood, which was no fault of my own, but because I had a rough childhood and a rough home life, I did terrible in school. I definitely should have been held back a couple of grades or two. I'm not lying. Like it would have sucked, but I didn't. If you ask me what the fuck I learned in high school, I can't tell you. I cannot tell you. So yeah, they just push people through. Those people go and get into our workforce and they're freaking idiots. And I'm not saying education is everything. You can learn so much outside of public school systems. And I think our public school system is broken. I think the teachers unions are fucked up. We need to have school choice, school choice, school choice.
Graduate more scientists than we do. Education. Politicians know that word, they use it on you. Politicians have traditionally hidden behind 3 things: the flag, the Bible, and children. No child left behind. No child left behind. Oh, really? Well, it wasn't long ago you were talking about giving kids a head start. Head start, left behind? Someone's losing fucking ground here. But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever ever.
In the whole 17 countries, developing countries surpass America in Western countries when it comes to education, when it comes to graduate, when it comes to getting the jobs after you graduate. And even when people from these developing countries as immigrants come to America or come to Europe, they beast the system. They surpass American and European citizens in their own countries. Think about it.
Be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, I
had to stop it. Oh my God, he's speaking so many facts right now. Oh my God, this is so true. Check it out. The Times Magazine literally just released an article saying that there was a rich cabal of elitists, shadow government that helped Biden become president. The Times Magazine released this article because they're trying to make it mainstream and trying to make it the new normal. That's why the fact that they're not even hiding it anymore, trying to make it seem like a good thing, like this rich group of a cabal, elitist, shadow government helps save America. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at Biden's cabinet. For all you Biden supporters who voted for him, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to come down on you, but I'm just saying a lot of people aren't aware of this, because when I tell people this, they go, oh my God, that's true? Why aren't you aware of this? Why aren't you aware of the policies and the people, the person that you're voting for? Biden's cabinet, big government, big bank, big pharma, big oil, big tech. That is his cabinet. Big oil, big pharma, big government, big tech, and big bank. Oh yes, big bank. He has an ex-CEO person of a bank in his cabinet. The founder of Amazon, the founder of Facebook, his team. Like, it's freaking annoying. Yes, and he's completely right. They don't want you to ever be able to think. Like, look around you. Have you not noticed that people seem like they're getting dumber? It's weird. Like, some of the stuff that I say, I feel like it's so common sense that people are like, oh God, I've never thought about that before. Like, why? Why have you never thought of, like, what the critical thinking skills are just dismal. Like, they want you to be stupid. The education system is poor. Our diets are poor. They're pumping poison and medicine and big pharma and medications through our system. They want to dumb you down. This is why a lot of medications are downers, to dumb you down. Like, oh my God, George Carlin, I wish you were still alive today, and they would have tried to cancel him. Let's continue.
Billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical...
Ask yourself, why does why does Google lobby in the privacy sector of the government every single year? Why would a search engine need to get into the privacy sector of the government? Ask yourself that. Google it.
Thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork, and just dumb enough to passively accept all...
That's why it really shocks me that everyone complained about the system for how long? Since I was a kid. Since I was a wee little Mika, right? and then you vote for someone who's been in the government for 50 years. He's been in politics for 20% of the time the government existed. He helped build a system that you keep bitching and complaining about, and then you're celebrating in the fucking streets. Yeah, Trump was he was a fucking egomaniac. I agree. He said things that was fucking crazy. I agree. We had one opportunity to maybe crush the fucking system, clean out the fucking swamp, and get somebody new in there after Trump would have left office, and you instead gave the keys back to someone who's been in politics for 50 years and helped build a system that you keep bitching about? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's continue. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose anybody who likes Biden now. You're gonna unsubscribe to me. I'm sorry. I'm not saying Trump is perfect. I am not a diehard Trump supporter. I'm just saying we had the opportunity. We had the opportunity to maybe get in that government, and maybe after Trump, someone else could have got in there. Now, you got big bank, big pharma, big oil, big tech, all the lobbyists back in government. I'm not saying Trump did a good job of draining the swamp, because he did not. But we had an opportunity to maybe start over.
These increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it.
Exactly. And anybody who thinks just because we're going to raise the minimum wage, that's all they're going to do is people are going to lose their jobs and they're going to reduce hours. That's all they're going to do. Because businesses' bottom line is making money. Let's continue.
So they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later, because they own this fucking place. It's a big club.
And who was Biden's biggest backers? Wall Street. And who came to the rescue when Wall Street and the GameStop was going on? The media, the government. They came to the rescue of Wall Street. Oh, you thought they really cared about the little guys just because they call themselves the Democrats.
And you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe.
And that's why. That's what we need to freaking realize. They put us against each other and try to like fool all POC people and all women that it's the white people or the white cis males problem. They're not in the club either. We're all getting fucked together.
Believe all day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people. White collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people.
And that's what public education system trained you to do. Just tell you what to believe in, take it in without question, don't ever think about it, don't ever be a critical thinker. And then you carry that along in your adulthood, and you just take in whatever is told to you, and you never question it. Because they tell you they're the good guys. I am getting so worked up. I've never seen this video, and I know George Carlin, how people uphold him like the hero of his time, but man, he was speaking facts.
People continue, these are people of modest means, continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all, at all, at all. Man, you know?
Now, if they don't care about you no matter how many times they bend the knee, no matter how many times they put on a dashiki, no matter how many times they prop up a black celebrity, no matter how many times they say the right pronouns, no matter how many times they change their accent to pander to you, no matter how many times they tell you that they care, they do not care. Even Donald Trump, he cared more about his own image. He wanted to have the image of being a good president because he wants to be the best of the best. But at least I think he cared at least somewhat more about America than the Democrats when they pander to. Like, the thing is, the harder someone panders to you, the more they most likely are trying to manipulate you. And you have to keep that in mind.
And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on, the fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue.
And it's the same with these Republicans trying to pander to Trump supporters. They're just pandering. It's populism. That's all it is.
And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on, the fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.
The American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it. I do believe that America is one of the greatest places for people that come from nothing. Immigrants come over here all the time. Immigrants sacrifice, like put their lives at risk and sacrifice all their income that they managed to save over the years of living in their own countries to come over to America, and they managed to make an amazing life for themselves. They managed to put their kids to school. They managed to own businesses and create generational wealth. That's why I don't really buy this whole fucking woe is me. Because of my ancestry, I can't create generational wealth when people come over here with nothing and create generational wealth. But at the same time, I do think that America is screwing the people, screwing the system, and it starts from the moment you come out of your freaking mother's vagina. That is it. That was an amazing video. I love that video. I actually enjoy that way more than I thought I would. Because again, I've heard of some of this stuff a while ago, and I've heard what comedians say about him, but I never really listened to him. That was awesome. That was so nice. I'm gonna give this a freaking like. Oh, if we can only have a reincarnation of George Carlin, that would be amazing. Nick Page says, this gets more and more true every year. We need George Carlin now more than anything. And I really like how George Carlin started it off with just laugh. Like, oh, fat people, ha ha ha. And then he like went in there with some serious shit. That's good. Because you put people's walls down, you get them comfortable to laugh. 100% true. Wake up, America. Change is not only a word, it has to be done. That was 4 weeks ago, a month ago. It's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe in it. Yep. God, I might put that on a t-shirt. Last one. Okay, last one. Fuck hell, this man ain't a comedian. He is a wise observer and a teacher. I agree. His foresights are the truth that has always been there from the very beginning. The truth bombs dropping hard from his words, and it rings truer every day. I totally agree with that. And the thing is, many people like George Carlin have said what he said, and it just kind of seems like it goes out in one ear and just out the other. It just really feels like that. It's just like people are like, yes, and then they just go back and put on their puppy strings and zombie through life. You know what I mean? Girl is amazing. What do you guys think? Would you love for me to, please say you would love for me. Now, would you love me to react to more things like George Carlin? It doesn't have to be George Carlin. It can just be any other comedians. And if you have any comedians in mind, please put it in the comment section below. Or any other videos you would like me to react to, something on the internet, please comment in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to get the notifications when I do upload. It helps with the algorithm, guys. And thank you, and have an amazing day. Bye.